Hello friends, a great welcome to the channel. Today we are going to do one background reading of paper 8 British Literature 18th Century Semester 4 for Delhi University students. The topic is The Great Law of Subordination considered by Daniel Defoe. Before moving further, please do not forget to share and subscribe the channel, and I will really love and be motivated if you provide me a valuable feedback in comments. This is the list which you can see in description. This list will have important topics of the subject paper 8 British Literature 18th Century. Let us know about this very popular writer first. 1660 to 1731, that is the lifespan. He wrote a variety of fiction bringing authenticity and dramatic realism to the traditional genre of domestic conduct book and producing the novels for which he is now famous, Robinson Crusoe, Moll Flanders and Roxana. ये सभी नॉवेल्स थोड़े से ड्रामेटिक रहे हैं अपने आप में, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं एक रियलिज्म भी है. ड्रामेटिक मीन्स कि फैक्ट्स को थोड़ा सा एग्जैजरेट किया गया है, बट reality is there. That is the reason we can call it to be dramatic realism. कहीं ना कहीं लाइफ का, सोसाइटी का, फिलोसॉफिकल लेवल पर एक ट्रूथ भी दिखाई देता है. That is why authenticity word has also been used. Most famous, I'll say, is Robinson Crusoe. The Great Law of Subordination. It was a 1724 pamphlet by Daniel Defoe and focuses on issues related to servants. The first thing, whatever viewpoints are there in this text, these are the viewpoints of Daniel Defoe. I know this is this respective viewpoint for one section of the society, but we are just doing whatever this person has written. He has talked all negative about the servants and labor class. That is why I am giving this type of declaration first. So he dealt with the subject of arrogance and cheekiness of servants and labor class. कि servants जो है या labor class जो है वो किस तरीके से बहुत ही cheeky और बहुत ही arrogant होते हैं और खुद को किसी boss से कम नहीं समझते. It holds an account of several stories highlighting the insolent or cheeky or sometimes outrageous attitudes of servants narrated with a lot of liveliness. He narrates the tricks that servants play on their employers and their collective protests to increase wages, raking of tradesmen, their thievery, etc. So it is not like that it applies on everyone and all the fingers are alike, but generally he is talking कि बहुत सारे tricks of the trade आते हैं इन servants को और ऐसा लगता है कि servants are the one who are running the life of the employers और कभी भी वो protest कर देते हैं salaries, wages increase करने के लिए and बहुत सारे tricks आते हैं उनको और they are very perfect in thievery etc. as well. उन्होंने एक प्रैक्टिकल ऑब्जर्वेशन किया डेफो ने उसी के साथ ऐसे की शुरुआत की. He starts with a practical observation he has made regarding the behavior of servants after their pay has been increased. Okay, एक सर्वेंट है उसने डिमांड की कि मेरी पे इंक्रीज की जाए. पे इंक्रीज हो गई उसके बाद भी एटीट्यूड में कुछ चेंज नहीं आया. One would expect them to be obligated and diligent, but instead they think that they deserve this raise and their behavior subsequently worsens. हमें तो ये रेस चाहिए ही चाहिए था, हम तो डिजर्व ही करते थे. ऐसा नहीं है कि अब आप एक्सपेक्ट करिए कि वो और काम करेंगे या बहुत ही रिस्पेक्टफुल, बहुत ही सॉफ्ट हो जाएंगे आपके लिए और ज्यादा एटीट्यूड आ जाएगा उनके अंदर अकॉर्डिंग टू डिफो. He also states that gratitude is an attribute that is not found in the laboring poor of England. Gratitude अगर आप expect कर रहे हैं from the labor class तो भूल जाइए उसको. This is what he is trying to say here. इस ऐसे को पढ़ने के बाद लगता है कि सर्वेंट्स ने बहुत ही परेशान किया है डेनियल डेफो को कभी ना कभी. His tone is that of disappointment while talking about the servants. In his opinion, the servants engage in merrymaking and drinking when their wages are increased. Somehow to some extent true as well कि अपनी वेजेस का एक बहुत सारा हिस्सा सिर्फ ड्रिंकिंग में और सिर्फ खुशियां मनाने में निकाल देते हैं rather than saving anything for their future. Hence, their problematic behavior also increases. He cites the example of the woolen trade and the wage increase associated with it. Woolen trade बहुत ज़्यादा prosperous हो जाता है, बहुत ज़्यादा grow करता है ना जब winter season आ जाता है तो. As the manufacturing of wool increased, so did the wage. सर्दियों में woolen trade के सारे laborers की wages increase हो जाती हैं. Now, अब क्या होना चाहिए? अब होना चाहिए कि उन्हें ज़्यादा हार्ड वर्किंग होना चाहिए because the wages are going to increase in a certain season. But what happens? Laborers had become lazy, drunk, wicked, and instead of working happily, they spend majority of their time in ale houses. Ale houses का मतलब आजकल के bars से लगा सकते हैं आप, मधुशाला in Hindi. The manufacturers are distressed because they do not have diligent workers. कोई भी worker हार्ड वर्किंग नहीं होता. दिस इज व्हाट ही इज ट्राइंग टू से कि जैसे जैसे वेजेस इंक्रीज होती जाती है उनकी लेजीनेस, उनकी ड्रिंकिंग हैबिट्स, उनकी विकेडनेस, ये सब कुछ भी इंक्रीज होता चला जाता है एंड इट इज ओनली एट द कॉस्ट ऑफ द employer that they enjoy, but employer even after increasing the wages is not getting anything in return. Defoe then goes on to give an example of a case against a worker by his employer of not having finished his work. Through the example, he points out the loopholes in the justice system when it comes to wages and servants, as well as shows us the imprudent behavior of the worker who did not finish his work. If the worker has not finished the work, he will not be sorry, he will be more imprudent. नहीं किया तो नहीं किया. While being questioned by the justice of peace, the worker in question kept on giving all sorts of explanations, but ultimately he could not be forced to finish his work. कोई लॉ नहीं है इनके अगेंस्ट. दिस इज व्हाट ही इज वरीड अबाउट कि लीगल सिस्टम के थ्रू भी हम किसी तरीके से पनिश नहीं कर सकते. if the worker has not completed the work, he or she will have thousands of excuses और हिम्मत नहीं है किसी की कि उनको फोर्स करके उनसे काम करवा लिया जाए. लॉ की भी हिम्मत नहीं है, एक नॉर्मल एम्प्लॉयर की हिम्मत तो क्या होगी. This bastard word has been used completely by him and I have not changed it. This kind of behavior produces bastards who choose to waste away their lives, be it in villages, cities or London. So he is saying that this is a universal trouble. Servants लेबर क्लास ऐसे हैं और ऐसे ही रहेंगे और उनका बिहेवियर चेंज होने वाला तो नहीं है. This is an excerpt that I've taken from a book of mine. In this, he has told about the characteristics of laborers. He concludes that in spite of increase in wages, poor जो है वो अभी भी poor ही रहते हैं because उनको hand to mouth की ही आदत है. अगर इससे ज्यादा उन्हें मिल जाता है ना, सपोज दे नीड 100 rupees for having the meal of the day and they are given 200 rupees. It is not like that कि they will save rest of the 100 rupees for their future. जब काम नहीं होगा उस वक्त के लिए सेव कर ले, नहीं. They will spend 100 rupees on their food and rest of the 100 rupees they will enjoy. They will go to the bars and do all kind of laziness and drinking. तब जितनी भी आप उनकी wages बढ़ा दीजिए, they will always remain hand to mouth. And he says कि they will be very mutinous. जब उन्हें काम की जरूरत होती है ना तब आपके पास आते हैं, बहुत ही सॉफ्ट होते हैं, लेकिन जैसे ही आप काम दे देते हैं लेजी हो जाते हैं, आइडल हो जाते हैं, सॉसी हो जाते हैं. So in the end he says कि they do not deserve pity of any kind because their poor situation is only their own behavior, outcome of their own behavior. If you want to read some other writing of Daniel Defoe, you should definitely go for this one, Robinson Crusoe, who lived 8 and 20 years all alone in an uninhabited island. This is a very popular and very nice writing by him.